is LA itself going to be like an additional character within the series?
That's how we, we learned that actually we were on Tara and I were on Law and Order Special Victims Unit for 5 years, and that's how Dick Wolf always treated New York. New York always was another character in the show. So that's sort of how we treated it. It's a location it forms on everything that you do. It informs on the story in a great way.
What type of storytelling possibilities did some of the other characters knowing who Peggy is open up for the second season?
Absolutely. She doesn't really have to hide her mission anymore. She's got the respect of the co-workers, which also though presents itself with some new challenges. Because it's not like you go, okay, you did a great job. It's what happens after that. Now you have to deal with this woman that has proven herself in the classes, had some interesting complications with co-workers.
There's been a lot of requests from the fandom for more diversity. Mm-hmm. Is there a way that you're going to try and tackle that this season?
Very much. We're introducing a character who's a diverse character who will be a really important part of storytelling. The great thing about LA is, not the great thing about it, but for storytelling, in 1947 it was very second, even more than this. So we're actually going to use that, let's tell that story, that, in the way that we talked about sort of sexism. Not that sexism is over, it's everything's awesome now.
No, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. But no, we wanted to. We wanted
to address things like that when you only have a small number of episodes.
I actually think it might be easier because it's a little more contained, and we can kind of doing a 22 episode season. I think is harder.
You can tell a story in 2 hours. I don't think it's about the length of time. It's about how you tell it.
It's how you tell it, because you can only really get so deep in a conversation when something across town is getting ready to blow up, and Peggy knows she has 5 minutes to get there and save the world. So there's a bit of a challenge, and we managed to do that pretty well.
Yeah.
So speaking of the sexism addressed it, a lot of people have kind of looked at Agent Carter as kind of like a testing ground for female-led superheroes. Did that put a lot of pressure on you guys to succeed, or did you not even consider it?
I just wanted to tell a great story and a fun story. I think, sort of, if you start thinking about, well, what is our place within the Marvel Universe and establishing it, it's like, let's just tell a really awesome story with a really awesome character. So that's what we're trying to do.
Do you tease any upcoming villains or heroes coming into the universe?
The villain comes from the Marvel the Marvel comic book universe. There's also a thing from the Marvel comic book universe called this Secret Empire that there's going to be bothering Peggy. There's a thing called Dark Force. I almost said the wrong thing. We have a thing where if you say the wrong thing, you have to put money in the Stark jar. I feel like Shield stole that from us. I'm a little upset about it. Well, if you say Tony Stark when you mean Howard Stark, you get put in the Stark jar. So,
at the end of the year, the person whose name is wrong has to pay for the Christmas party.
Wow.
No. So anyway, Dark Force, which is a big deal in like the Doctor Strange universe. It created the character Blackout, who was in S.H.I.E.L.D. It created a lot of other superheroes. So that's gonna be a thing. It's hard to do when you're in different time zones.
Whenever possible, we always try to see if the shows.
We're never gonna time prep. I feel like never.
Yeah.
But then there are things like the Dark Force that exist within both shows.
Yeah, Blackout and S.H.I.E.L.D. is a perfect example. Yeah. All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
I love your shirt.
Thank you. I love it too.
I bought that the other day.
Yeah.